Hi, I'm Brittany from Keto Hughes, and today we are going to do a taste test of the Swerve Chocolate Cake. Yum. I'm going to show you the ingredients. So for the cake, the recipe calls for 3 large eggs, 1/3 cup of oil, 1/3 cup of water, and a tablespoon of vanilla. Now, for those of you that are concerned about vegetable oils, I have a little tip for you. I'm using extra light tasting oil. So it's an olive oil base, but it doesn't taste like olives. So you can add this to anything that you're baking and it won't taste like olive oil. If you don't already have this in your pantry, I highly recommend it, especially if you are interested in making your own mayonnaise. We're going to do a recipe. Depending on when you're watching this, it may already be there. So if it is, I'll put it down in the description of how to make your own mayonnaise at home. And then it doesn't have any of the ingredients that you don't want to have in what you're consuming. So that's my little tip for you. So before I added the mix into the bowl, I wanted to show you the package that it came in. It looks like it's less than a traditional cake mix. This box says that it will make 1 cake or 1 round cake or 12 cupcakes. And I'm gonna go ahead and do it today in the form of cupcakes because then I know that we really did get 12 out of it. And then I have some idea of what a true portion is because if you're like me, it would be more like 1/4 of it. So anyway. Hopefully I don't regret this bowl size. I'm using a silicone muffin mold. If you are not using silicone, then you definitely want to use paper liners. I have tried keto baking with greasing the wells really well, and you need paper liners. So anyway, let's get this in there. So I use the largest cookie scoop that I have, and I still have batter after putting it down in each one. So I'm gonna do about a 1/2 scoop to distribute it evenly, but just so you know, apparently it is more than just 1 scoop. So I'm gonna shake it just to make sure all the bubbles are out. And it just about filled all of the muffin tins, so I can't wait to have these. So the mix says for cupcakes to put it in between 15 and 20 minutes, and so I'm going to set the microwave timer for 15 minutes, and I'll check them at that point. All right, so while the cupcakes are cooking, let's make frosting. I love buttercream frosting, and so this is my version of it. And I'm also in the description going to put the same recipe minus the cream cheese. So if you are a person that doesn't want cream cheese in your frosting, you can still make buttercream. So what I have here is a teaspoon of vanilla, 1 ounce of cream cheese softened, 2 tablespoons of butter softened, 1 tablespoon of heavy whipping cream mixed with 1 tablespoon of water, and 1 cup of confectioner's Swerve. So I'm gonna put it all in here, except I'm only gonna put 1/2 of the liquid to start with in case we don't need the other 1/2 of it. You never know with frosting. Sometimes it comes together faster than you thought it was gonna. All right, so let's start with 1/2 of that. So now we're gonna give it a mix, and I'm gonna put my hand over a little bit as a guard because I'm hoping not to be wearing all of the confectioner's Swerve. Okay, so it's obvious that we need the other part of the liquid. So I'm gonna add the rest of this. And if that still isn't quite enough, I'll just add water at that point. So I'm gonna scrape down the sides of the bowl and give it one more mix, but that looks really good. I'm happy with that, and I'll give it a taste here in just a second. That looks amazing. So I guess I could just lick the beater to taste it. Oh my goodness. You will not be disappointed. And I'm really glad there's only 2 beaters. So these ended up taking the full 20 minutes in my oven. I tested them with a toothpick and right now everything's clean. So the instructions say to let them cool in the mold, then to take them out of the mold and let them cool again before you frost them. So now we just have to be patient, but don't they look good? And they smell very good as well. So now comes my favorite part. We get to frost. So I just wanted to show you that they come out really easily from the mold. I didn't have any trouble with that part at all. I'm just gonna give my frosting a stir because it's been sitting here for a moment, and then we will start. Doesn't that look yummy? Oh my goodness. This frosting is a really nice consistency. I added just a tiny little bit of water to it after I made it, just to thin it out a hair. If you like thinner or thicker frosting, then don't worry about that part. But yum-o. All right, so I'm gonna finish frosting the rest of the cupcakes, and the next time that you see us will be after lunch when we do the taste test, and we might even have a special guest. All right, so we have finished our lunch and we are so excited to try our cupcakes. And you'll notice that there's a new person in the frame. This is my niece, Makara, and her family are vegetarian, so she is not keto or low carb, so it'll be really interesting to see what she has to say about the cupcake.
So what do you think?
It's good.
Would you eat another one if we gave it to you?
Yeah.
Okay. There you have it. That's delicious. It's very good. I'm going to have to take some more.
It's my turn. I like it. I'm going to have more bites to be sure. It's really moist in the middle, and it's a little bit more done around the edge, and so it's this really interesting. I like the middle. That's delicious. I would eat that again.
Definitely.
All right, Poppy, it's your turn to try it.
Yep, excellent. 2 thumbs up.
I'm giving it a 2 thumbs up.
Yeah.
A thumbs up from me.
Makara.
Thumbs up.
All right, so it got 4 out of 4 thumbs.
Yeah.
So that wraps up our taste test for the Swerve Chocolate Cake. I will put a link up here to our playlist of our reviews. If you haven't subscribed already to our channel, please consider doing so. Give this video a thumbs up and have a wonderful day. Thank you. I don't like that. I should talk about the playlist, right? Okay. So tell me when. All right, so that wraps up our taste test for the Swerve Chocolate Cake. Thank you so much for watching.